Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we're going to start collecting Conquest First Blood, and today we're going to take a look at the Spires and the brand new First Blood Warband that you can pick up at the time of recording on pre-order from Parabellum Z-Store. And so in this video we're going to go through, like always, through all the models inside this box set before talking a little bit about some other units we can use to expand upon this initial box set. We'll then finally finish off the video with a little sample army list of 800 points to hopefully show you and give you some inspiration for starting some Spire lovely flesh crafting goodness in Conquest First Blood. And so, to begin with, first of all, we have the leader, the character of the box set, which is the Ferromancer. Ferromancers are really cool. They effectively can help sort of boost up a bunch of things. They've got some really cool commands in their Pheromone Burst. They can target friendly infantry regiment, will gain +2 to their march, but getting decay 3. You also have the Catalytic Strength ability as well, where target-friendly drone kind regiment, all models in the target regiment have +1 attack, and the regiment suffers decay 6. Decay is an interesting rule, where you roll a number of dice equal to the special rule's value. For each 5 or 6, the regiment will suffer a wound, but wounds suffered from decay don't make any sort of morale checks or anything like that. Now you do have your Ferromancy abilities as well. Pack Instincts, target friendly infantry drone kind within 10 inches of the character model, gains fluid formation, which is really cool for your movement. You've got Aggressive Compulsion on this model as well, where target friendly infantry drone kind regiment within 10 inch will get you perform a friendly additional clash, but will gain some decay. And you've got a bunch of other ones like Recuperate there, helping you do some healing and stuff like that as well. Now, joining the Ferromancy here, we have one of the many different officer models we have access to, and this is the Assault Preceptor. This model will be going with the Vanguard drones in this box set. Now, the Assault Preceptor is a pretty decent combat fighter, 5 attacks, only Clash 2 though, but does have Flurry. It's Clone Kind in there as well, and the Assault Directive as well, where it can reroll failed hit rolls of a 6 when performing a clash, which is really cool. So being able to give, its regiment some rerolls is really nice, on top of its own unique ability just to reroll everything thanks to Flurry. And then you've got, with this, now we've got 2 different sort of infantry units. The first of these being Onslaught Drones. Onslaught Drones are a medium infantry drone type. They've got Flurry Standard, Clash 2 in there with a single attack each. And then Drone Kind rule on them as well. Now, the Vanguard drones are the other unit option we have available, and Vanguard clones are really fun. So they're going to have their shields, which are nice, giving them that defense of 3, and they've also got the Clone Kind rule there as well. Remembering these will be able to get, some nice rerolls in them thanks to the Assault Directive from that Assault Preceptor. Lastly, we have the Incarnate Sentinel for the box set. The Incarnate Sentinel is a nice big heavy brute option to bring to the table. 6 wounds, 5 attacks, only Clash 2 but does have a Cleave 2 on it as well. Superior Creation means models with a special rule are affected by the rules and abilities that affect models with the Superior Creation rule, so there's a lot of things that sort of work around that in the Force. And then overcoming the limits of flesh, enemy models cannot inflict impact hits against a model with a special rule. Furthermore, casualties inflicted by models with a special rule do not generate casualty tokens. And so, you've got a decent force here. You've got some good infantry, you've got a nice heavy hitter, and a couple of cool characters. And one of the, I think the Assault Preceptor in here is a really nice addition. It actually just give you some extra additional punching power that maybe you're lacking compared to some of the other box sets. Also, we would like to thank Parabellum for sponsoring the channel with Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings and Conquest First Blood. If you'd like to help the channel, you can do so by supporting us by going and using our affiliate code to get 10% off your orders on the Parabellum e-store. The code here on the screen will get you the said discount, CFGCONQ5. Go and get yourself 10% off and help the channel continue to make more and more Conquest content. Now, looking at where to go next, it's really interesting that these Spires can actually take a second character in their First Blood Warbands, as long as this is the Mimetic Assassin. A light infantry model. This thing has 6 attacks, Clash 4, and 5 wounds with defense 0 but evasiveness 3. It's got Flurry for complete rerolls, fluid formation, and Quicksilver Strike as well, where if this model is involved in a challenge, it always resolves its blows first, which is really fun. On a mission and chameleonic epidermis, as well as unnatural reflexes, really make this a fantastic character-killing model that just go out there and absolutely slay things. Now, it can only use a single one of its command abilities per turn, but it does have False Hopes as one of them, where target enemy non-leader infantry within 5 inch in line of sight immediately moves up to its march characteristic directly towards this character model and attempt to engage it. And then you've also got other things like Reattracting Claws, where the model's clash attack inflicts 2 wounds per failed enemy defense roll until the end of its activation as well. And Leap as well, where it can sort of reposition itself as well. Now, we then have the Marksman clones. I think these add, a nice little bit of range damage to your force. Light infantry models, barrels to 15 inch. Nothing too flash hot there, but I think just the ability to project a little bit of damage with some range is really important. Now we then have the Centaur Avatar, who are going to provide us with another heavy hitting option. Clash 2, 5 wounds for 5 attacks. They've got Shield, Superior Creation on them as well. Brutal Impact 2 and Shock Assault there. So casualty inflicted result of impact hits will generate casualty tokens, which is really fun. This is just going to provide you with a faster moving, heavy hitting piece for your force. Lastly, we have the Strix, a light infantry unit, movement 9 and flight. This is just going to be a really nice, versatile unit. I think in First Blood, these really come into their own, the ability to just sort of move around the table and be where you need this unit to be, harassing your opponent's flanks and, maybe some units they're trying to protect. And so here we have our sample force for the Spires in First Blood. Now, of course, we have the Ferromancer in the force, and we have gone with adding that Mimetic Assassin. We've also chucked a Blade of Flesh on there for the last 10 points we had in the list. This is really fun. Just allows us to ignore a little bit more damage as those fail morale checks. Making sure that Mimetic Assassin, if you ever get stuck into maybe a unit that's going to survive his attacks, he's not going to, wither away. The Incarnate Sentinel, Onslaught Drones, and the Vanguard clones joined with the Assault Preceptor are all there. Really cool. And then we've added the Marksman clones in here for another unit option, giving us that sort of ability to project a little bit of power across the table and give us some shooting that we otherwise would not have. They aren't the greatest shooters in the game, but like I said, the ability just to do some projection stops your opponent moving out like characters who are left on 1 wound that are targetable. It makes your opponent have to play that a little bit smarter if you do have this unit just sitting at the backfield, enabling you to do some little sort of pop-off wounds here and there. But if you've been playing with these Spires in First Blood, I'd love to hear how you've been going down in the comments below. And so that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fantastic little community here, we have a Discord server which is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. If you would like to, you can do so either by YouTube members or Patreon, or by grabbing yourself some merch at Teespring or at our Ko-fi store. All of them are linked down in the video's description. As a special thank you to our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallers, Redmine, Iron Grinch, Nicholas Colomos, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members: Green Rich Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Barokan Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weird, James Tillman, Gargamel196, and Disco. Lastly, a special thanks first of all to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing art for the channel, everyone who helps come and provide the games for everyone to watch on the channel as well, and indeed all our fantastic mods and members of the community who keep our Discord and comment section a fantastic place for all to be. Thank you all once again, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.